Music randomly playing from that thingy there.
So she was like, can we put her up for adoption? And they were like really young, like, you know, she was really young. She was still pretty young. So they took the baby up for adoption. And then they eventually they got married. And you know, he basically groomed her from when she was 15 years old. She doesn't realize like it's so bad that I did it, right?
Yeah.
And they eventually, like 9 years later, had a daughter, and then they had another daughter. And then by the time their daughter that they first had, that
What's up, OG?
oh, what's up? By the time their first daughter that they put up for adoption turned 18, you know, they have like an 11-year-old and I think a 5-year-old right now. And she reached out and cracked on the mom on Facebook. Once you're 18, you're supposed to like find a birth parent. And she's like, I wanna, hey, get off the coffee table. Get off.
Mistakes were made. I sent you the response, babe. My brother sent you that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's up, bro? You never responded to my text.
I didn't put it. Yeah, you're not terminating it.
What are you saying? You still trying to fuck him over? Okay, then say that. Then just say then we'll have our legal counsel.
Yeah.
Reach out to you guys because it's obviously not correct.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to go to. Yeah.
You're not terminating it. They basically just ignored everything I said and essentially resent the as far as like not the actual body of it, but the language, like what they're saying, they're just restating what they said already. They're not like countering anything that we said. They literally just quote, like copy and pasted parts of the contract, like that proves their point, which it doesn't.
Then they need to go. You gotta go. You gotta talk to a lawyer, bro. Have a lawyer actually send this out. You're gonna have to have a lawyer send it out. Unfortunately, it sounds like.
Nah, this is totally BS. Nah, absolutely not.
He said her brother-in-law said they're harassing, but he still hasn't read it all. Yeah, I feel like they are harassing. I need metals and ceramics.
Yes, they are. They're trying to say we're not requiring you to renew. They are requiring them to renew.
Okay, if they're not requiring them to renew, then there's no problem with them not renewing.
No, but they said we are enforcing the existing clause that requires written notice of termination. If it is your intention, if it is your intention to renew, in which you stated this is your stance. If it is not your intention to renew. But that's not true. The contract doesn't state that they have to state they're not going to renew their contract. The contract only states that they are required to give them 60-day notice if they're terminating the contract. They're not terminating the contract. The contract is coming to an end.
Okay, then. Well.
That offer can reasonably be interpreted. No, it cannot be reasonably interpreted. Nah. Interpretation. This thing is that you can't interpret a contract. It's what it says or what it doesn't say. It doesn't say that. They're interpreting it to say that.
They need to talk to a lawyer, bro.
Oh, they didn't even.
From my understanding, they're forcing us to send a notice of termination.
Here's the main thing that my main point that they didn't address at all in this first. Hey, I think you can hear me. My main problem with their response that they didn't address a single time in their response to you is that this is the major things that ended up. Moreover, you did not inform us of your prime contract renewal until June 10th, 2025. This is less than 30 calendar days from our subcontract expiration. This is also only in response to our inquiry regarding end-of-contract procedures. Had there been any requirement or expectation for continued performances or notice to avoid renewal, this information would have needed to be disclosable in advance. It is unreasonable and legally ineffective to retroactively impose obligations we never agreed to nor were ever notified.
Well, then send it back again and tell them reread the.
No, but what they're claiming is, they're trying to claim that regardless of those facts, they would be required to notify them that they don't intend to renew the lease within 60 days of the lease, the contract. They're trying to state that they require 60 days notice of intent not to renew the contract. It does not say anywhere. They disagree with the assertion that essentially the language in the contract is extremely clear, in my opinion, and I think in any legal person's opinion. It says that you require 60-day notice. It's like, here, I'll read it to you. It's very clear. There's no other way to interpret this language. It's very explicit. It says, the contractor or subcontractor, so them or them, may at any time and for any reason terminate this agreement for convenience with at least 60 business days notice. In the event of termination for convenience, subcontractors shall recover only the actual cost of work completed to the date of termination in approved units of work or percentage of completion. But that's if you're terminating this agreement. Doesn't it say that? It says,
yeah.
Terminate this agreement. They're not terminating the agreement. The agreement states that the date that their work ends is June 30th. So they're not terminating that agreement. They're just not choosing to renew.
Yeah.
But they disagree with that They're saying that that's an incorrect interpretation of the contract. How do you interpret that any other way? This is what they're saying. We respectfully reaffirm our position that your company is contractually obligated to submit a formal business day termination notice under the terms of the exclusive contract agreement. And they copy and pasted that. This clause is not limited to early termination or termination before a specific expiration date. Your refusal to continue services under an active and extended prime contract, they're saying because their other contract is extended, they're required to continue and constitutes a termination of performance obligation and falls under the scope of the clause. No, it doesn't.
Okay, so they just
Yeah.
one of the more says time to go fight them. Yeah, pretty much. You're gonna have to.
You're gonna have to, yeah.
You're gonna have to get a lawyer and lawyer up because they want you to fulfill this and they're gonna charge you all this shift even though it's not you're right and they're wrong.
Just find a lawyer that you can pay by the hour.
Or look for a pro bono. There's a lot of pro bono lawyers that can help you.
Pro bonos don't really work on cases like this. Pro bonos work more so on cases where there's a potential I don't think pro bonos work with this kind of thing where you really just need them to come in for one meeting and fight for you and then
Okay.
they need just a lawyer that they can do like, okay, I want you to come and represent us for this meeting. You know, here's the contract, here's the conversation as prep, and, you know, just a by the hour type of lawyer.
Stills?
Garbo. Yeah.
We'd already written this off as lost.
Yeah, they're just gonna keep going in circles. They're clearly from any legal person, any lawyer will tell you that they're wrong.
A generous, hard-working soul who deserves.
Yeah, that's why I need it. I got level 3.
Anybody. It's very and I wrote one. If you ever did you actually read it, Phantom? Because I wrote one hell of a paper to them. I really did. I wrote the hell out of that shit, and they barely responded to it.
So that's annoying.
Yeah.
Well, all this time fucking doing that. And...
Yeah, they barely responded to it. I said,
This is as you'll.
This section applies with the compliance of the terms of the prime contract only insofar as it relates to the performance during the active period of our subcontract. There's no language supporting an automatic rollover or implied renewal of our obligations. Any changes to our services or contract duration would require formal documentation via section 16, change orders. No such change order was issued or agreed upon. So essentially, like, if you guys are changing the contract, then you have to give us a formal written notice of that, which we agreed to.
Yeah.
But they're claiming that that clause only applies to if they're requiring them to do different work. If the work that we want you to do is changing, we require written contract. But that's not accurate either.
Thank you for your cooperation. All contributions are welcome.
He said, when she's talking to the lady was saying stuff like, I'm in the big leagues, you're not gonna scare me with lawyers. I've been in this industry for 30 plus years.
It's not like she's trying to scare them.
She's trying to intimidate you guys so you'll back down.
Yeah, fuck that. You need to lower up, bro. Your mom's the only good looking one there.
Really pretty, huh?
Yeah, she is.
That lady's crazy. I mean, to respond to mine, which actually sounded like a legal document, with what they sent you is like literally insulting. Because they barely responded to any of the points you made. Phantom. You guys are clearly making the right choice by not working with these people anywhere. They're very scummy, and they clearly don't give a crap about fucking you guys over.
See anything suspicious?
What am I doing here? Head to F1 investigate the cause of disruption. Oh, I forgot. I remember it says that I need to ready up because I'm gonna be fighting. Before I do that, I need to ready up because I'm gonna fight someone. Okay. Yeah, that lady's crazy.
We don't have to give you a reason. We're allowed to quit for any reason at any time because we want to.
Oh, you're talking about brother? Oh, yo, what the fuck? I don't want the vehicle to get fucked up, so I'm gonna put it over here.
Just see if you can hire a lawyer that can either write you a legal document or show up to a mediation meeting or something.
He has to. Make another rifle.
Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome,
Not
Sam.
working.
And misrepresenting the contract. Like they're essentially lying about what the contract contains. They're saying that it can't be reasonably interpreted that it says that. No, it cannot. And contracts are not about contracts are about facts. It either says it or it doesn't. You don't. It's not a poem. You're not like, oh, like these are all like you can read this and hear one thing. I read it and hear. Not. That's not a fucking contract. That's a poem. You know.
That's a scanning charge, no.
So, yeah, I would. It'd probably be cheaper to get a lawyer to just write you a document, like saying these would be the consequences if you guys proceed, than it would be to get them to show up for a meeting. That'd probably be a lot cheaper. What kind of that would fall into and how much that would cost you.
Okay, baby. I did not mean to go forward. Oh, what up, Devin? You showed up after the perfect time. I don't know what's going on. It's Higgs!
Obligated. Same as it ever was.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Ooh.
Been a long time, Sam.
Fuck, how you still alive?
Oh, no, I'm just a ghost. Come to take my
Oh.
revenge on you.
Yeah.
It's fragile. All the way from the other side. Of course, there's no point in trying to kill you when you won't stay dead. But there are plenty of other ways to make you suffer. Huh? The kid kicked the bucket, huh?
Oh.
Shame. Goddamn shame.
His face changed.
Yeah. You didn't notice that earlier?
Look in that coffin up. Pa, going on a walkabout? Well, that's touching. Even if you don't know a goddamn thing about Lou.
What are you saying?
Just smiling a little.
Maybe I can't kill you, you won't die, but you can lose everything you love. And torture yourself for the rest of time, knowing that death will never come for you. So you go on your little walkabout. Go wherever you want, but I will be damned if I let you link up this continent. Not because extinction's my creed, though, no. No, I want to build a world where fear and violence are king. And who do you think will come out on top, Sam?
Oh shit!
Like your hippy dippy network
That's fucking creepy.
with my more rough and tumble methods. I can't wait to find out.
I fucking love Higgs.
Just a good old fashioned boss fight.
Motherfuckers, always making me fucking fight BTs. No.
Cruelty or collaboration? The eternal choice. Let's put him to the test.
It's just cold tiring. It's just cold tiring. Ah, fucking shit. I didn't bring any fucking weapons. Oh, thank you. Ah!
Are you okay, Sam? What a hit. Cliche, but that one's gotta hurt.
It's just squid.
Seems like his fucking butt's the weak spot. See? There it is, there's his right there. Zip me, don't worry. Fuck, I'm out of ammo. Got that bitch.
Nice one. That one seems to have done some damage.
Sorry if I don't reach out, I'm fucking in a fight.
Says you would have been cooked.
Oh, he got me. Oh, he almost got me. Damn, no fate, Devin.
Go for the leg first, because I bet you once you hit it, maybe the leg might come off. Oh.
Well done, Sam. That last attack of yours seems to have left a mark.
Fuck. They're all pretty fucked up. Where's the other ones that fucked on the other side? Motherfucker, dude, chill out. Fucking loser.
Mother trucker. Oh, he's saying you would have been cooked if you had no guns. For real.
Oh, thanks for that. Here's the other one. Damn, all the fucking right ones are fucking so good. Oh, fuck, he got me good.
Oh boy, that must hurt.
Where's my gun at? Oh, I got blood, I'm good. I'm out.
He said, I would want to see that hand to hand though.
That one seems
That
to
would
have
be
done some
quite
damage.
spicy.
One more. I got him. That was dope fight. I love Higgs.
That was amazing, Sam. Great work. Now let's get this place on the Chiral network.
That was a dope fight.
That was quite the boss battle.
That's just one of the first. Like this, we know
Bosses,
that
yeah.
we know there's gonna be a lot of crazier ones. Uh-oh.
All the fish.
How do I check on Lou?
Yeah, the baby's crying.
No, I'm trying to check on Lou.
He says, yeah, stunning to see it came at a good time. Yes.
How do I check on Lou? How do I check on Lou? They showed me one time how to check on them, but never after that, not again.
Is it touchpad or?
Try that.
No, it says I came in at a good time. Oh, that's what he meant. He came in at a good time. Yeah.
How do I check on fucking Lou?
Hey!
It's not this, not this, not this, not this, not this. It's not this. This is my outfits.
It says. Oh.
Oh,
What episode are you on?
3 or like 4 or 5. No, you should be able to, like, while you're walking, like, settle him down.
Use compass mode, then press D pad
There you
down.
go. Thank you, baby. He's alright. It's alright, Lou. It's alright, Lou. He's in a better mood, look.
It's all good, it's all good.
How's your day been, Devin? Good? Good. The same as it ever was.
He says it's been good. You? Oh, he didn't say it could be worse. He said it's been good.
Oh shit, for real, my boy? I'm glad it's been good. What you have today? For food?
This one's for you. Thanks for the help.
I had paneer? What is it?
Paneer kirchen for dinner. Or kirchen? I don't know. But it's Indian food.
Your name is Sam, isn't it? We owe you one. What in the hell was that thing anyway? It looked like a machine, but
It's
no
Higgs,
one's
my
ever
boy.
seen before. Right. We need to assess the situation. You're barely out of breath. Doubt any other porter could hold their own half as well. I hope we can continue to rely on you in the future. This moment's been a long time coming. Please use your Cupid to connect us.
Yeah, whatever. Hard to explain. It's like cheese and a sauce. Hard to explain. Okay, come on, brother, back.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You're not gonna write anything else, right?
No,
He needs to
he's not
talk to a
writing.
lawyer.
I'm just seeing what ChatGPT thinks is a good response. They made some good points. They said why their position is legally weak. One, there's no auto-renewal clause. They even admit, quote, although the subcontract does not include an automatic renewal clause, this is key. Without a renewal clause, the contract ends on the agreed upon date.
Then just do. Can you put some? Can you sum of that? Can you summarize this to response
Well,
to this? To this.
It said, do you want me to draft a response? And I said yes, and this is the response I came up with.
Okay, send that. That was a cool fight. I really like that fight. Let's see how much my combat should go up a good amount. Only 2? What? I feel like I should have gone more than that.
Great. No issues establishing a chiral network connection. By the way, we've sent some folks out to recover the wreckage of that giant mech that attacked us earlier. Only prudent we study it, you know? If we learn anything of value, we'll be sure to relay it to Drawbridge right away.
It was good
Thanks
though.
again for
I
coming
had
to our rescue.
kulfi, which is Indian ice cream in a way.
Mr.
Okay.
President,
Vino loves
due
ice
to your
cream.
tireless efforts, West Fort Knot is now part of the chiral network. A great achievement. I salute you. However, this expansion has done little to address the anomalous activity observed across the continent. Elsewhere, disruptions in the tar currents are growing ever more prevalent. Only by connecting all of Australia can we hope to resolve this situation. And by doing so, we will create the optimal conditions for a new Plategate to manifest as well. We are one step closer to making the chiral verse a reality, and ensuring humanity overcomes extinction.
It's like a block of ice cream with nuts and other things.
But I
A
have the
strip.
utmost faith in your capabilities. For now, though, please take a well-deserved break aboard the DHV Magellan.
Oh.
Order completed. Well done.
Let me donate some stuff. I have a lot of stuff here.
He said, any more salmon today? No.
Fuck no. Never again, huh, baby?
Nah, that was atrocious.
Thank you for your cooperation. All contributions are welcome.
Oh, Fragile's out here.
Was it really Higgs?
Yes.
Yep.
He's alive.
He's alive.
He called himself a ghost, but
He found a way back from the beach just so he could kill us.
Kill you.
it was definitely his voice I heard. I didn't get a good look at his face, but yeah.
What happened to all the fucking dirt on my
So he
face?
came back to get revenge on you and me. Screwing with our plans to link up Australia was just another way to do that.
They were all in red. Just like the ones at your place. That could have been him too.
You think that was Higgs?
Oh shit, the pot
Did you see him hurt Lou?
I'm not sure.
Fragile, I need you to remember.
She's gonna pass out, though. Chill out.
I
No,
only
fuck
got
this bitch.
once,
It's your fault.
but they were all wearing red. This is all my fault. I had him at my mercy on Amelie's beach. If I'd only finished him off, none of this would have happened.
Yeah, she could have killed him.
No. You can't blame yourself.
Fuck this bitch.
You know, something's been bugging me. Something he said. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou. It hit me after. He's absolutely right. I mean, the kid's whole life is a total mystery to me. So I gotta ask. Can you look into Lou's past? Find out what you can? Charlie, you, the ship's crew, you all have connections within the UCA, right? And at least one of you has to have access to the UCA archives that were recovered by the Chiral Network.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
That's weird.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's weird.
It's supposed to be, I think.
He said, it's our girlfriend or something. He cleaned his face off. He didn't do this earlier, bruh. Or something him do the thingy. Oh, baby.
Amazing it.
She got a little scratch and she crashes.
They fucking shot the bike too. What don't you understand?
No, she's dog. I would have driven perfectly. I'm a fucking beast driver.
Bruh.
Really, Sam? There's such a thing as too tight. Oh,
Sorry, Loach.
that must have been quite the nightmare.
I was trying to adjust my legs.
Can't
I
feel
needed
my
not care
legs.
for that.
Says, yeah, do I need to watch you kill 6 people on a back end going straight? What the hell, man? That didn't happen. I guess she's lazy. She can't use her own hand to do that.
Sam, this is Tarman. Feeling refreshed, I hope? Thanks to all your hard graft, the DHV Magellan can get around a lot more freely now. More specifically, we can travel between any two facilities that are connected to the chiral network by way of the tar currents. Naturally, this includes Mexico as well. If you're curious about how the folks in the places you visited are getting on, you can catch up on any recent developments by accessing the corpus via your ring terminal. And to have the Magellan travel to a given facility, simply open the map with your ring terminal and chart a course to your destination.
Okay. So I'm a good driver. I feel disrespected, Devin. I'll take a little shower real quick. Limit showers to 5 minutes, save water. What the fuck? Standard orders in Mexico. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going there, you fuck. See how Lou's doing. My boy Lou, you alright?
It's okay.
I see my boy Lou. Kayla's not watching. She hates me. Why does she hate me, Devin? I've seen worse drivers IRL. For real, dude. I'm a good driver, dude. You know I'm a good driver, Devin. Come on, dude. Come on. It's okay. She hates me too, I think. Fucking Rev, dude. Devin thinks you hate him. Watch, watch, watch.
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions. But what makes you think you have a choice?
The animation there is good.
Sam, it's Charlie. Another request is ready for you. You'll find it listed as a main order on the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal. So you know, Sam, Fragile is currently looking into Lou. Meanwhile, Tarman is conducting a separate investigation into the giant mech that attacked you earlier. For now, we would like you to focus on extending the network. That is a task only you can handle.
Time for more force trauma. For
Size,
real.
we will have much more information at our disposal to further our efforts. That said, you won't be able to proceed until the situation at Westport Knot has been resolved. It appears that they're in dire need of additional supplies, to the point that they don't even have enough to prepare cargo for your next destination. This next order is intended to alleviate the situation. You're to restore the mine north of F1 and its monorail station to working order and link up West Fort Knot. After which, you'll deliver a large quantity of excavated materials from the mine to the settlement by rail. As this is a somewhat complicated order, I'll brief you on the details as you review the map. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could make this main order your top priority.
Motherfucker. I got shit to do, my boy. Okay. I gotta see if I need... Do I need blood bags? Am I good on blood bags? I think I'm good on blood bags. Who you calling?
Hey, so I just sent you something you can send back to them. Okay.
Does that fit in here? Yes. Blood grenades. Oh no, I don't want to touch to my suit. I got blood pouches there. Apparently I have 3 assault rifles on me.
I didn't type all that. Huh? Somewhat. And I had like a basic, I basically just kind of
Like
but more firmly and like, yeah, like I was like, here, just take this and like, you know, like, how do you think I would use what I already, like uploaded what I had from that, what the response was.
I'm trying to put that in my utility pouch.
I added some liquid in
Utility pouch is full. That's full. 5/5, 4/4. Got my boots on. Come on, assault rifle here. Got a shotgun on my back. I don't really need a shotgun. I think I'm gonna put the shotgun away. I'm gonna restock actually a shotgun. Oh, let me do that.
I put it in there like we can get this resolved and so that way they'll just like at this point they're either gonna have to explicitly state what the consequences of not complying with what they're saying. They're either gonna have to state what the consequences or they're gonna have to get like let it go. Because at this point it's just going back and forth.
I do need some PCPs. I feel like I need a PCP, a ladder, and I need at least one PCP, a ladder. I think I need this one, this one, this one, and this one.
Yeah.
Stuff from okay, you haven't said nothing, just making sure.
So we'll see what they said. I specifically was like, if you consider your critical matter will have no other option but to retain legal counsel, as the latest matter cannot be resolved for your formal mediation. And I called them out, like, they're both right, they did the nature of our contractual obligations.
Let me see what they want me to do.
Alright, Sam. You'll need to work through several steps to complete this order. To begin with, collect the cache of materials waiting for you on the DHV Magellan.
Okay.
Take these to the mine north of F1. The location has been marked for you on your map. And when you arrive there, submit the materials using the terminal on site.
2,000?
This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Next, access the terminal again to commence mining operations. If all goes well, a large quantity of materials should be extracted. You'll then need to deliver those materials to West Fort Knott. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier. Upon your arrival at F1, use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials for processing and to finally complete the order. That's all there is to it. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1.
Not that easy, you fucking bitch. What's this mean? That's dangerous.
On this occasion, you'll be delivering some heavy materials. You can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. Alternatively, floating carriers can now be fabricated. These carriers are ideal for taking heavy cargo across terrain ill-suited to vehicles. If that sounds good to you, try fabricating one and loading the materials onto it. And when you're not using the carrier for cargo, you can hop aboard and kick the ground and use it as a makeshift skateboard. Just remember that floating carriers require chiral crystals to function, so keep a supply on hand.
Play some. Alright, let's head out, my boy Devin. My fucking backpack's huge. There you go. It's organized now. And let's put my backpack again. I'm gonna stop here.
There's another portrait. Since you brought this site onto the
Oh,
chiral network,
porters.
perhaps they thought they could make use of the additional data to make a safe run. Want to go and say hello?
Porters are freelance couriers. Do not steal cargo.
Thank you, kind.
Thanks, my boy. Oh, no, take it, you bitch. Oh, he took my gun. Where did it make the roll go down? I got boo gang, Devin. Are these AI? Yeah, dude, it's AI, dude. I got boo gang by AI, Devin. I want to make sure I don't run him over. I think it's AI of real people.
Please select a destination.
Yeah, it's what a pain in the ass. Well, I guess just send that to them if you think it sounds okay, and then see what they respond with. But it sounds like you're gonna have to get legal representation.
Gonna have to. Dark as fuck, Devin. It's dark as fuck. The best gang. Potential earthquake detector. Oh, the earthquake. It's 7 on the G scale. I don't know if that's any good or not. Or that's high or not, that one. God damn, that's a lot. I'll put 115 here. I'm gonna put a fucking thing here, Dylan. How am I outside the Chiral network? I should be inside. Where's the line for the Chiral network? Oh, look, the other side of the bridge. The other side of the bridge is the Chiral network. Nah, I'm in the network. Bruh.
Looking good.
I'm useless bridge. No, that was pretty good.
Construction process now complete.
Damn, I need metals. Why isn't it charging? It's supposed to be charging. Why isn't it charging my vehicle? Okay, now it's charging it. The charger doesn't go boiling fast. Oh my god, I tried to jump over, I fucked up though. The big facility. Mine north of F1.
Good morning to you. Drawbridge credentials verified. Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside.
But ask him if he wants to cancel. He didn't reply to my message.
No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
He didn't reply to me, that's why.
He said you didn't respond to him. He said he told you to cancel it when he joined the live.
We didn't see it, you were reading chat. Useless bridge, no. Oh, look, baby. You missed it.
Well done, Sam. I've never seen a working monorail before. Think of all the stuff it could carry. All right then, why don't we extract some materials?
Okay.
Yeah, send everything I sent him and see what he thinks. Or everything I sent you guys and see what he thinks. Did you send him the one you sent yesterday? Yeah, the long one, the 2.5-page one. What county do you guys live in?
What the hell do I want to do?
Yeah, I didn't even back down on that. I was just like, bored, like, because it's not written down.
Mine for materials. How the fuck do I mine?
This is a pro bono office in Sacramento.
I need 2,000
Which is probably close to
Carriol crystals. I'm not gonna give fucking 2,000 those crystals. They're fucking stupid. Maybe that's why there's a bunch of crystals outside. Either way, that's just fucking ripoff, dude. That's why there's a lot of these out here. Look.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
That's what happens when you work with shitty companies. Oh, me too? Yeah, see, look, though, they gave me all the crystals I needed for my upgrade. I gotta put these all out, dude. I need them. Just looking for more stuff there. 1 second. Just, what do you think of this game so far compared to one? It's definitely better. They've improved on a lot of the aspects that people were complaining about, like the combat was pretty bad. Um, the story's a lot better. You get vehicles a lot earlier too. And the last one you got vehicles really bad. And the vehicles for the last one were really bad. When are they coming over? Less walking sim. I don't mind the walking. It was just the story was like it was a little weird at times. What's the intention?
Please submit materials.
Fine.
Let us know. We've got, both your parents' place and our place have schools and ours at even levels where we're allowed to. No, I just think if you're gonna be
Very good sound.
We're gonna load cargo. Got that container. Load my vehicle. And I'm gonna get on myself. Let's get out of here. Let's take this monorail. Look at me. I want a monorail. Oh, I can jump down too. Why the fuck would I do that? She's finally back, Devin.
He says, is it less of a walking sim?
Yeah, I already responded to that.
Alright, cool.
You were not listening to our conversation.
I listened to some of it. I heard you say it was much better than one.
Hi, my small little hallucinator. Hi, Papa loves you.
I really don't think that she'll take us a small claims court.
Papa loves you so much. You're my sweet baby. You're my baby boy. You're such a small baby. You're loved. Thank you, baby. Take a nap. Here, take a nap with Papa.
I am back, Devin.
Devin was sad. He was bored with me.
He's like, what? We're not talking about weird kinks? What is this?
Like, Vino doesn't even talk, dude.
He said, I wasn't bored, lol. Trying to help Phantom with a legal matter. Even though I have no legal experience. He says, I'm also watching TV. Wow. That's crazy.
Up. I'm hurt.
Yeah. I don't know why you had to cut him with a knife like that.
To restore the monorail?
Bitch, she asked me to do it and she's like, whoa, you did it?
Do you have eyes?
Transport materials from the mines. Right. Sorry. Let's take a look at these materials you brought.
She's got no ass, fucking rib.
It's a baggy outfit.
Would you look at all this? I think it's safe to say we'll have nothing to worry about for a while.
Highly customizable battery packs that can large around cargo.
It's a pickup off-roader, so it's got more storage space. Devin says, I have eyes, I think.
When the it says beware the battery will drain when the pickup off-roader is in water. Obviously, everyone knows that.
Yeah. Well, also short circuit.
Found some of our missing stuff, did you? I thought this was gone for good.
That barely sounds like an Australian accent.
Loki, please stop licking me.
We've made some great strides in our research thanks to you.
I could do a stronger Australian accent than that. Jesus.
Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount of materials you can withdraw.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Oh, damn! Your servicemanship is fucking maxed out.
I'm now a master transporter.
He said his Phantom good. He's alright. His contractor's trying to pull some bullshit. And they're threatening legal action.
Bunch of BS.
It really is.
Here's a little something extra as thanks. I got them just for you. Figured they'd suit your style. They sure weren't easy to come by. A real collector's item, I hear.
Collector's item. Oh, sunglasses.
Thanks.
We
I'll never use
really
them.
appreciate your help. At the risk of stating
Stop
the
licking
obvious,
Mama.
It's gonna take an awful lot of resources to restore the other roads and monorails to working order. But at least with this monorail operational, you can bring us large shipments of materials with relatively minimal effort. That's gonna go a long way towards getting other sections up and running again. We can fabricate pickup off-roaders now, by the way. I'm pretty fond of them myself.
Oh, cool.
Sure. The monorail network was extensive and once stretched across a good chunk of Australia's coastline.
Oh, yeah?
But repeated exposure to timefall has seen it degrade significantly.
Oh, we tasted.
And with the constant threat of BTs and armed groups, it's not been possible to repair the
Oh,
damage.
that's rough.
If you happen to come across a track layer, be sure to feed it any materials you can spare.
Oh, maybe.
Even a small contribution will make a difference.
Perhaps.
Anyway, just something to think about.
Yeah, and I won't. Okay, I will.
We're so grateful for the assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
Aww.
You managed to save the day, Sam.
That's me.
People here now have more than enough supplies for their needs. They should be able to.
They could have done this themselves, honestly. There's like no enemies there.
I have some information to share with you about Lou.
Oh.
Return to the DHV Magellan so we can talk.
Okay. Yeah, it really does suck, Devin.
Well done.
What?
He just said that sucks, like the Phantom thing. I won't get into all the details, but essentially, like, they're trying to claim that they're breaching contract. They're absolutely not breaching contract, even a little bit. And the contract is extremely explicit and clear as to what the provisions and requirements of them are. They're not breaching it at all, and they're claiming that they are. So I've been helping them like write communications back and forth with the contractor that hired them, and they laid out their argument. I completely tore their argument apart in a very detailed and professionally toned response, and they responded to that today, just kind of saying, nah, we're right, you're wrong. Like, they barely responded to it, and they were just like, if you continue to insist what you're insisting, we'll consider you in breach of contract, and we'll seek legal damages. So I wrote a response, again, tearing apart their argument, not as extensively, because I already did that, but like refuting their last claims, and just saying, you know, if you continue to press the matter, then we'll have to seek legal counsel, as this clearly cannot be resolved by discussion or informal mediation. So they may have to get like a lawyer to write something or some shit. Is he talking to a lawyer? He's not talking to a lawyer yet because
Sorry, I had to sneeze that.
He hasn't talked to a lawyer yet because there's no legal action that's been taken just yet. They're claiming that they're gonna seek legal damages.
What can I make a vehicle here?
And if they do actually send them something official saying you owe us X amount of money for the cost of, you know, business that we lost, then they really have to get a lawyer. And I sent them some resources on things in their area that could be helpful for that. Cost options. Oh, have I not been talking?
No, you have. I muted for like really quickly.
Okay. So I sent them some options for like low cost or pro bono things in their area because lawyers can be super fucking expensive, obviously. So hopefully it won't come to that. But I told him, I was like, I'm really pretty confident that she won't take this to like small claims court because the second she has a lawyer look at this, they're gonna tell her she has absolutely no case and she needs to drop it. So I think the most she's really right now, in my opinion, she's just trying to threaten them so that
scare tactics.
Yeah, it's a scare tactic. She literally told them, like, they were telling her like, hey, we're gonna have to retain a lawyer, and she was like, you think you can scare me? Like, I've been in this business 30 plus years. Like, you're not gonna scare me off. Like, you guys think, oh, she tried to say, like, why aren't you guys renewing your contract? Like, give me a reason. And they were like, well, you know,
we don't wanna.
I told him, I said, you guys don't have to give her a reason. But apparently, they had talked to her and given her a reason. They were just like, no, you know, we're looking, we didn't care for the raise that you guys were offering.
They weren't even giving them a raise.
He said that they did offer them, like, a slight one, but it was, like, it was practically insulting what they were gonna do, so they didn't even bother. But they basically told them, like, you know, we found... She was trying to say, like, oh, you need consistent income, like, you have that with us. And they're like, well, we found another place that we can get a contract with, and they'll pay us more money, and, you know, we have to look out for our best interests. And, in response, she was like, oh, so you guys think you're big shots now. Like, what the hell?
Wow.
So rude. Anyway, I think it's just scare tactics, Devin, so that they'll comply with what she wants. But...
How do I crash here?
Of course, yeah. I'm 100% positive though that if she took this to any lawyer and was like, what are my options here? They would say you have 0 case and you need to let this go. So, I'm pretty confident it won't come to anything and she'll just have to let it go. But she's essentially a horrible communicator and poor planner, and that's the reason she's in this position. And she's trying to, like, cover her ass for her mistakes by blaming them. He says that's what happens when you have 1K subs on YouTube. Yeah, you're a big shot now.
So you think you're a big shot because you're a YouTuber now?
Because you got 1,000 subs?
Oh look, porters.
Oh damn, hi!
Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
Hey, mine's heavier.
Ha! So like, we're real porters, we're walking. Aw.
They don't want to talk to me right now.
He has 995 subs. He is right there.
He's a big time. Orale, big time.
Anyway, I tried my best to help them as much as I can. I don't have any legal experience, but I'm pretty confident in my ability to look at a document and suss out what's going on, you know? I don't know if you heard what I said to him. He was like, well, like, we'll have to bring you up here to have a conversation with them. And I was like, he was kind of joking, kind of not. But I was like, just because I understand what your contract says and like why they're wrong doesn't mean that I would understand the legal ramifications of what they're trying to do, you know? Like, you're much better off with an actual person who understands the laws. Especially if they bring a lawyer. You know, you don't want to bring a stick to a gunfight.
Yeah.
Time to trade their rope in for a stick, huh?
Yeah.
I can see you took extra care with this.
Hey. Legend and legend.
Now displaying your current course grade.
Beep, beep.
You have been a big help. Hope I can count on you again.
I talked to my mom about it a little bit today, and she's like, see, you should have gone to law school.
Well done.
She's always told me I should have gone to law school.
Yeah, you would have been a good lawyer.
But I told her, I'm like, do you really want me to get better at arguing? She's like, no. Like, I'm argumentative enough, I feel like, without doing it professionally.
Order accepted. Thank
Lord,
you.
I would never, I don't think I'd ever want to be definitely not a corporate crazy lawyer. Like you see on Suits, that's too much. Doesn't it look exhausting?
Yeah, but you also make a lot of money.
I know, but I don't really care. Like, as long as I have what I need to be comfortable, I don't need like a luxurious lifestyle. Like, sure, it's nice, but like.
The thing is, you get accustomed to a certain lifestyle.
100%.
So like right now, like if we were to lose everything we have and have to live like lesser than this, it would be hard.
It would be. They actually call it
Hey, mine's heavier.
there's a term for, what do they call it?
I'm just gonna do a couple of these side ones, and then I'll do more main ones. Do a couple more side missions, and then I'll do main ones. I want to level up the people here so I can get more stuff.
Oh, Phantom came in and he saw the comment where he was like, is Phantom good? And he said, no, I'm not good, Devin. And he put, oh, and said, let's see what happens. I really think you're gonna be solid, Phantom. Like I said, she brings this case to a single lawyer, and anybody will be able to tell her she has no case. Like, she's not gonna want to waste her time and money pursuing this, I think, legally. So I really think it's like 90% scare tactics. I'm sure she's delusional enough to think that she has a case, but when she actually takes it to anybody who has any legal experience at all, will be able to crush those dreams quickly. He says he's doing Subnautica again. Oh, dude, that's dope. I'm glad that you're streaming a video game, because I know the art thing is really awesome, but I miss watching your video game streams.
Yeah, we needed that Subnautica game to come out, the one that's multiplayer.
Yeah, see, he streamed Subnautica 2 times, but everything before that was art streams for forever. Or Jackbox, you know. So.
Hey, give me a mark. The cargo looks downright perfect to me.
Well, CG will like that, because CG's been popping in a lot more recently.
Yeah, CG pops into our chats all the fucking time. Yesterday he went to go eat a burger, and then he never came back.
Yeah, he did. He's in China visiting his girlfriend.
He said when they met, they hugged for like 20 minutes non-stop.
So sweet. Cute little babies.
Gay.
He says BG joined his old OG streamer, or viewer.
I don't know who BG is.
He's the one that's like Russian or something. His name starts with a V. I don't remember his name, but he says he got me a lot of views. Last night I was over 50 views for like 3 hours. So.
Yeah, Subnautica's a great one for views. A lot of people love Subnautica.
He said, and a few hours ago I was around 20 views the entire time. That's dope. Yeah. Well, and I think you'll have a bit more success now with your video game streams than you probably did in the past, because like the algorithm's gonna treat you differently now that you're monetizable.
Now that you're big time.
Yeah, now that they can run ads on your videos, they're gonna bump you up in the algorithm.
You gotta give those small guys a little push, bro.
said I got 156 watch hours for the first one and 56 hours.
Nice.
Dude, that's dope. Yeah, the first one was like 4 hours long. 4 hours and 10 minutes, and then the second one was 3 hours and 12 minutes.
GG, my boy.
I have to start playing games with Phantom again.
He has no,
You still
PlayStation
don't have
Plus.
any, what's it called? PlayStation Plus? I will say, the humor and, like, chemistry between you two is unmatched.
Huh?
The chemistry and humor that you guys have together is, like, unmatched.
Me and my brother?
Yeah. You guys are so funny together.
We're the best.
Yeah. You're, like, both funnier together than you would be individually. Because you get to, like, play off of each other, you know? Phantom said I was gonna play Skyrim, but I don't have it.
Sam. That sniper rifle doesn't appear to be equipped with a suppressor, meaning
So it's
it
gonna be
will
loud.
make considerable noise when fired. Take care not to attract the enemy's attention.
I wanna get spotted. I want them to come push me.
How do you not have Skyrim, Phantom?
He does.
He says he doesn't.
He bought it like 4 times.
He says I was gonna play Skyrim, but I don't have it.
He does.
He said, it says I bought the anniversary edition, but I can't download it. I go to it on the PS Store, and it takes me to special edition.
That's weird.
Can you do it? Does it do the same thing when you try and download it from your phone? He said it wants me to buy it again. And I said, yes, same thing. You turn on his phone and on the thing.
That's weird.
I would reach out to customer support.
Fuck.
Be like, I'm not sure if you guys removed it from the PlayStation Store or what the case is, but I bought this game and I'm unable to re-download it. Like, you know, regardless of whether it's available still, like I own it, so. You know?
You here? Oh shit.
Bruh, they gamed you! Beautiful. So it's time to play my channel classics, Subnautica and Stranded Deep. Subnautica is definitely what I think of. And for whatever reason, I always think of you and Vino playing, Astroneer.
That was a good one.
I didn't care as much for Astroneer, but I remember you guys playing, It Takes Two, and I remember you guys playing, what is it called? Lost Planet, or? The
Sackboy.
Sackboy. I remember you guys playing Sackboy, and you guys just yelling at him the whole time.
He's fucking dog. That's why it pissed me off.
I'm gonna piss you off way worse.
Yeah, I know.
He said we got burnt out from Astroneer.
We. Oops. The problem with that Astroneer, bro, is that we fucking played we did play the fuck out of it, and then we got up to the point where we were almost done with the game. We literally had to just get like the last 2 cores, and we quit. Oh, I killed someone.
Bruh.
No man, I ran him over. He's good. think everyone out here. Everyone.
Stretch my legs.
Caesar earlier was like, should I build it? He just says we owe him Astroneer.
I know he told me the same thing. I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
He really liked Astroneer. Yeah, for me, I didn't care that much for watching you guys play it, but some people really like. You guys got some good views on that.
We got a lot of
You
people.
guys got a lot of views on Cuphead.
My brother hated Cuphead.
Oh, you don't like Cuphead? He's probably
Yeah. Yeah, my brother hated Cuphead. He played it for me, but he did not like Cuphead. What's been your favorite game so far, Devin, to watch me play? Honest answer. Honest answer.
That was just, I do not remember Astroneer, that was before my time. Yeah,
That was way before your time.
I think Devin.
Devin showed up Horizon.
Yeah, was that Sword of Horizon?
Yes. Ooh! What fucking fitness game?
But you know, I think that was after Phantom, and you were streaming a bunch, but before I moved. Yeah, he says his favorite was Horizon.
He showed up when I was fucking fighting the big, I think the big monster, the big T-Rex, right, Devin?
Phantom says, Howard joined my last 2 drawings. Howard doesn't even show for our stream. Trust that guy.
It depends when we stream. He's got a wife now and everything, baby.
Yeah. I'm just salty.
I only got 1 out of 3. What the fuck? So I'll take this one now.
Devin said it was that one. Yeah, I forgot the name of the T-Rex ass thing. I remember because it was like super smart and you were struggling with it.
It's fucking annoying.
Yeah, Coward's engaged. He's got like a whole girl to be spending his time with.
Well done.
Supposedly he's engaged.
Phantom says he joins before going to work. Oh, so it's probably the time we stream.
I told you, it's time to stream.
I wonder what he's doing now for work. I remember 2 different jobs that he's had. Devin says, I complained that you were not picking up the gun to shoot the thunder drop.
There was a special gun he wanted me to use that I didn't use. I was using like a chain to like tie them up together, tie the legs down. But it was like a super strong gun that I wasn't picking up. I am gonna play Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean Horizon Zero Dawn, right?
Horizon.
What, did they wake up? I'll knock them all out.
Did he just pass out there?
I guess.
He says for the damage.
I'm gonna go back to it, Devin. You like me playing Horizon more than Mass Effect? I literally only play Mass Effect for you. Yeah, it's fucking good. I love Mass Effect. Mass Effect's so good. What's not to love about Mass Effect?
Mass Effect, I think, is like a nostalgic game for him, whereas Horizon is a newer game that he loves.
Recovered everything then. Great. Let's get it delivered.
No, Mass Effect was good. One of the better ones.
What was your least favorite, Devin?
Yeah, least favorite game. that you only watched because it was us, but did not give a crap about the game at all.
But I'm talking about like one that you actually watched, not one that you like came for like a minute or two and then left.
Yeah, like one that you were there consistently. He also really liked Uncharted.
Yeah, Uncharted is really good.
Yeah,
It's one of the best.
I ranked it pretty high.
You still need to rate all the games.
He said, I don't remember what games was present law. Okay, I'll list them for you. Here we go.
Oh, what are some of the most memorable games for you, Devin? Like, what's like a memorable moment?
He just said these are the games.
The memorable moment.
So I'm just gonna list some games and tell us if there was any of them that you really didn't care for. So obviously the Mass Effects. Coffee Talk. Silent Hill 2. Astrobot.
You carried all of
Split Fiction. High on Life. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth.
Thank you. Gets pretty dark out.
Order completed. Well done.
Monster Hunter Wilds, a little bit. There's so much Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth.
The Lone Commander. I need to fucking start delivering more stuff to him because he's got a sniper rifle that's really good.
It Takes Two. Like a Dragon Gaiden. The Man Who Erased His Name. Ghost of Tsushima.
So out of the way.
The Plucky Squire. That was a cute game. Alan Wake 2. Life is Strange Double Exposure.
We'll deliver this and then I'll do a main mission.
He says Uncharted 2 and Cyberpunk were good. And then he said, yeah, not gonna lie, I liked Like a Dragon, but some parts felt like a drag. It could be a very grindy series, but that's how all of them are. So I really expect that.
That's how all of them are because that's the way I play them. If I just focus on the main story, it wouldn't take as long.
For sure, but that's not how they designed the game. Like, they designed it to play it the way you're playing. So it's not like you're, like, playing the game differently than it's intended. Like, the game is naturally long. Yeah, but they definitely... That's why we always gotta be careful. Like, we sandwich the Like a Dragons with, like, shorter, less time-consuming games and, like, lighter. So that way we don't get too burnt out. But, like, there was one... Which one was it? One of the one with the detective. Which one was that one called?
Commencing route creation.
Like a Dragon? It's like it's a Yakuza game, like a Dragon one. It's the Lost Judgment.
Lost Judgment, which was from quite a while ago. That one we really started to get burnt out partway through it.
We stopped for like a year and a half.
I don't think it was that long.
Yeah.
But we finally were like, we need to finish this game or we're never gonna touch it again.
We came back and we're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, we couldn't remember like almost any of the plot. And that's why we just know we have to push through even if we're getting kind of burnt out from it. Because there's too like, it's too easy to just like not come back to it really. So when we came back, we didn't do any side missions. We just finished the main storyline.
Yeah, we never even figured out who the one that was doing all the student stuff.
Yeah,
remember?
there was like a whole side plot, Devin, like a very extensive side plot of like this professor who was like corrupting these students and like had a whole like underground trade situation happening. And we like infiltrated the school and we're in all these different social clubs to try and like uncover who was behind
The social clubs things was cool.
The social clubs was one of the highlights of the game. So it was definitely worth still doing. But we were so burnt out that when we did take the break and come back, we just finished the main storyline and we never even uncovered like who was behind that whole thing that we spent fucking hours working through.
Hi there.
He put that's crazy.
Let me just take a look.
He said, I also didn't really care for Elden Ring, not gonna lie, that's one of them. I don't care for Elden Ring that much either. I'm not really into the Dark Souls games that much.
They're good.
I'm
They're
sure
good. They're good for people who are playing, but
they're
the people who are watching, yeah.
Unless you're watching them as somebody who's also played them,
Yeah.
like Howard. So because he's watching them and he can relate and like understand what you're doing and like, it's just not that enjoyable as a viewer to watch, in my opinion. He said that's my issue with them. Yeah, I agree, Devin. And some of the boss battles take you so long. Not just you, but like some of the boss battles can be very grindy, where you're spending a lot of time just like trial and erroring a boss, you know? And that's like very tedious to watch. Very satisfying when you finally take him out, but very tedious. I remember being on the East Coast and like you were playing Elden Ring and it was like 3 a.m. and I had my phone next to my face and I fell asleep. I'm like waking up to you cheering.
That's why I don't fucking deliver this. That's why I don't do this stupid mission to this guy. He always has these fucking cameras and each time I fucking do it, they're broken. They're all broken.
Never pick them up. Don't bother. Yeah, I agree. There's a few games that I like the gameplay is like hard from a viewer perspective. Like that are like not super story based. Oops. I'm a little disappointed in your gameplay of Bean Daddy. Not gonna lie.
Why? I played it.
I know, but you didn't explore any
I didn't want to explore it. People play it differently. I picked the one that I wanted.
I know, I'm still allowed to be disappointed. You're allowed to play it how you want, and I'm allowed to wish you played it differently.
Yeah. I didn't want to go with the other dad. None of them are interested to me. The only one that I liked that I got.
Devin, did you watch Stream Daddy? I don't really remember.
You did.
Devin, which daddy would you have gone for? Build that dad.
I'm gonna go to West Fort Knox. So if I find anything for West Fort Knox.
I really enjoyed your gameplay of Doki Doki Literature Club.
That's a game.
It was especially satisfying because you were so reluctant to play.
Fucking hated playing that game when I started.
You're like, every time we started it, you're like, can I quit yet? And I'm like, no, not yet.
This is all fucking reading.
He said, our best friend one. He was hot. Better than our neighbor or the vampire.
She's our best friend, see?
Yeah. No, just because you would pick him doesn't mean that you can't date around before you land on him.
Nah, I know what I want.
So, as a reminder, there was the neighbor, there was the vampire,
There's the barista.
there was the barista guy, there was the teacher, there was the ginger...
Bro!
The ginger fat guy who had a daughter and a dog.
That's the worst one.
Yeah, he is.
Bro!
Bro. The vampire, I would date him too, says Devin.
I think it's funny how you could fucking die if I would've just kept jumping.
Yeah, you would die. That's crazy. And you have a whole ass child and this. I think the teacher's kind of dope too, in his own way. His son's annoying.
And I got the good ending for the daughter too, because I could've gotten a bad ending.
Yeah. You have to like actually check in on her and be supportive and like say the right stuff. Which I feel like that's by a really accurate like indicator for your kid. Oh, I never even finished playing the story earlier that I was talking about.
Ooh, under the water. Which was everyone who contributed to making the bridge. That's why.
Devin says, I love my daughter. No homo. Why would it be homo? You mean no incest? Because it wouldn't be homo to love your daughter.
Got scared. He jumped out of the way.
Once you start your next mission, I'll finish telling you the story I started
Dream Daddy.
I will say though, Dream Daddy is a very fun one to watch if you have streamers that you enjoy watching, like Markiplier or Jacksepticeye or Pie or whoever. Like if you're a person who watches streamers, I feel like Dream Daddy is a fun one to watch people play. I'm pretty sure that was the first Jacksepticeye video I watched. Because I remember he wore crop top when he played it. That was given to him by the company. And I was like, why is this Oh, Devin said, should we get more Dream Daddy?
It must be dangerous.
He's done with it, I think.
Nah, I don't think I ever go back to Dream Daddy.
I do think you should play the Kentucky Fried Chicken Colonel Sanders dating sim though.
There's a game I saw. It's called I think it's called You Can Date Everything.
Everything?
What's it called? I'll do it this way. 1 second, Devin.
Date everything right there.
Look at this.
Love sees not with the eyes, but with the heart. Perhaps that's why it turns up where you least expect it.
Wait, so you're telling me you can date everything? The washing machine, the chair, the refrigerator?
Time for a snack.
This
What the
door,
hell?
that door, even front and back door.
What are you looking at?
The fan, the wall, the microwave, the toilet, the dust bunny behind the couch. All right then.
What?
The curtains, bed, treadmill, mousetrap, dishwasher, desk, piano, dirty laundry, clock, candelabra, the TV, bath, towels, rubber duck, shower, floor, ceiling, shelves, ironing board, trash can, air fryer, vacuum cleaner, the devs, a glitch in the game itself, the shadows, water, earth, fire, air, your overwhelming sense of existential dread. You can even date the kitchen sink.
What the hell?
So remember, love isn't where the heart is told to look, but where it dares to wander. Date everything. Out now.
It's like both stupid and funny at the same time.
It's on sale right now. Oh, that means it's $30.
That's crazy.
There you go.
He says, I would date the vampire actually, and the best friend, but that's not everything. I can't date myself. Oh, he says he can't date himself. That's not everything.
Rip.
My birthday. See, all you men want to date yourselves.
What's wrong with that?
Women and men are so different. I don't know a single woman, Devin, that would date themselves. But I've asked a couple guys. I think I asked our friend Judas and I asked Vino, like, if you could, would you date yourself? Like, if you were a different person, would you date you? And every guy I've asked is like, hell yeah. Like, I'm a catch. Like,
we're not as complicated as you women. Okay, started.
because women always see room for improvement.
How's it going? I have updates for you, if you have time.
I take it you've learned more about Lou?
We followed up on the message Deadman left for you at the lab. About how there was another BB-28, not Lou, who, according to the records, was decommissioned 4 years ago. The first time you and Lou met was about 2 years ago now, when you were entrusted with the BB previously issued to Bridges Corp's disposal. And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
Right. Because that was Lou's serial number. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned 4 years ago,
Sure thing, Phantom.
Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
So what you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number, Lou inherited an old one?
As for Lou's mother, following the C-section, it seems she passed away. And that pretty much is the extent of our recent discoveries. Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. But we still have no idea who approved the serial number reassignment, much less why they did it.
Higgs said there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
I think it could be.
I want to know everything about Lou.
You're playing his game, Sam. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know.
I have to know too.
If you're sure, Sam, I'll keep digging.
Give me a kiss and I'll make up for it. No, sorry.
Meantime,
Sorry, baby. He needs to get some action. He's fucking depressed. His son just
You
died.
think he wants it from her?
Yeah, maybe. Make up. You fucking choker while fucking bitch. Oops, sorry, son. Sorry, son.
You dropped the controller
Oh,
on
I'm
him.
sorry, baby. I'm sorry, my baby boy.
Devin said, "Ayo, I thought you hated her." Game is game, Devin.
I'm sorry, baby
He was
boy.
fast asleep. You disrupted him.
I'm sorry, my love bug.
Animal abuse for real, Devin.
It was an accident. This control's heavy too.
Yeah.
The chunky ass control.
Oh wait, call the cops and ICE. Oh, Devin did call ICE.
Yeah, dude, you're fucking crazy, dude.
That's out of pocket.
A new order is now ready for you. I'd also like to brief you on your next destination. And I believe that Fragile wants to have a word as well. Visit the delivery terminal in West Fort Knott to take on the relevant main order.
Sam, it seems Tarman decided to leave a few books for you. Right there, by your bed. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things. Trust me.
Moby Dick?
About a whale? Because you're in a submarine? Oh. Pre-Death Stranding, maybe?
That's Tarman's son. He must have placed the photograph in here for safekeeping. This is an important memento. Why don't we go and take it to him?
Are you saying hi to Papa?
Hi, good morning.
I found this picture in the book.
Can't see Loach.
Thank you. Yes. He's still out there somewhere, borne along on the currents, with this right hand of mine. It's due to my connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tar. Something akin to a phantom pain.
Oh, they said
You
it.
hear the story?
That's from what I saw, the Phantom Pain.
I was both a medical doctor and a geophysics
Phantom pain's a
researcher
medical term.
once upon a
It's
time.
better from Metal Gear Solid.
And a
In
medical
those
term is
days,
used.
I know.
tar currents were a key focus of mine.
Loki, I'm trying to play. Get off me. Hey.
This ship was originally built to facilitate my studies, in fact. The deep tar hunting vessel
He said the
Magellan,
thing.
we named her. ship perfectly suited to pursuing the creatures that thrive in the Tar's depths. Another avenue of research, you might say. We called them chiral mammals, for lack of a better name. Seemed like the closest fit.
Back up.
Reckoned if we caught one, we could figure out all the mysteries.
Oh, it's fucking big as well.
The tides. Hell, maybe even the stranding.
Whoa, she's a big one.
Dip yourself in, son.
Tar's looking calm. I'll be fine, Pop.
He's gonna fucking fall into the tar.
You seeing this?
Something's inside of
I think
her.
she's pregnant. Hey, Pop. This is weird.
Hell no.
Storm!
What the fuck?
He put cooked, son's dead.
Oh, the rain's getting him. Jesus.
Traumatizing.
He not only lost his son, he lost his hand.
And so he's reminded of his son every time he looks at it.
And just like that, the Tar took my boy, and my hand along with him.
But he got a cat. Maybe that's his son.
I don't know.
At first, I thought this little guy was my son reborn.
That's what I said.
If I may ask a question, the hunters that attacked you after you caught the chiral mammal, are you sure they came from within the creature's womb?
Yes. That said, I'm not of the opinion that the hunters were its offspring.
Its womb merely served as a gateway to the other side.
Indeed. The Tar and the beach are connected.
Okay, thanks, my boy. Thanks for that sad backstory. Fucking everyone always trauma dumps on us. Oh, baby.
trauma dumping, huh?
Moby Dick, or The Whale, seems to be one of Tarman's favorite novels. As the name suggests, it's a story about a white sperm whale named Moby Dick. Captain Ahab, one of the main characters, uses a prosthetic leg made of whalebone to replace the one Moby Dick took long ago. He's obsessed with getting revenge against the whale, which he hates with a terrible passion, all while nursing the phantom pain of his lost leg.
What are you doing?
In the end, Ahab fails to exact vengeance on his foe and is dragged into the sea. His crew's only survivor is Ishmael, the book's narrator. He was rescued after clinging desperately to a coffin-shaped life buoy. That's right, a coffin was his savior. Ironic, isn't it?
My phone. You have it
How
over there.
you use a thing makes all the difference.
He says we will be able to trauma dump. Yeah, he's got trauma now.
Yeah, we do.
Dump away. Stamina increased by 10%. You gonna go run another mission?
Uh-oh.
What? There you go.
The extraction was successful. It was transferred to a sterilized pod and sent to a separate facility. Ready to proceed with corpse disposal? 1.
The fuck?
That doesn't make sense, huh?
It never does. We never understand what the fuck's going on.
Alright. You gonna be traveling for a bit?
I don't know. So why?
Huh?
Why?
I was just gonna finish telling you that story if you're gonna be driving for a little.
What?
I was gonna finish telling you that story about you were gonna be driving for a little. That was because Lou is dead, but always was dead, maybe? No, I don't think he was always dead. My question is the Lou that we have like a reborn Lou? Or...
Sam, your next destination is the Northern Environmental Observatory. Like its western counterpart, this observatory is a critical facility that will help us to monitor the changes taking place in the Australian environment. To bring it online, you'll have to navigate the canyon to the northeast of your current position.
Canyons.
But before that, you'll need to link up another site en route.
Okay, that's easy.
Sam, the next site we want you to link up is called Rainbow Valley. A friend of Drawbridge is waiting for you there. Once the network connection has been established, they'll be joining us on the DHV Magellan. I recruited them myself when we first met in the UCA. You can pick up the order from the delivery terminal. I'm looking forward to seeing you both. Thanks again, Sam.
Bitch, I can see you right now. Dumb bitch. I wanna fabricate one. Why the fuck does it not let me fabricate here? Oh, it does.
Alright, so where I left off the story, Devin, to recap the story, I told him a little bit before you got here. It was like the very beginning of the stream, before you jumped in. Essentially, like, I watched a, like, direct-to-TV movie that was essentially a reenactment of a crime that was actually committed. And the story thus far is that the main character, sort of main character, was, it was like the 90s of sometime in the 90s. She met a guy online, she was 15, and he was like 21, and he like spit her all the lines and like got her to fall for him, and he like snuck out to see her, and her parents were like against it, obviously, because he was an adult and she was a child, and he ended up getting her pregnant when she was 16, and she ran away from home to be with him. And then when they were able to, they got married years later. But he essentially groomed her because she was 15 when they started talking. So for their first baby, like it was going really poorly. Like he was angry all the time and yelling at her and the baby, like when the baby would cry. And when the baby would cry, he'd get mad and he would like put it in the cooler with the lid closed so he couldn't hear the crying. And she was like really scared for the baby that he would get so mad he would do something and it would die or get harmed. So she finally was like, can we put her up for adoption? You know, kind of thinking like anything's better for the baby than this situation. And he agreed to it. So they agreed to put the baby up for adoption. The adoptive parents wanted to change her name to give the baby a fresh start. They agreed to it. And then they like continued on. And because she's been kind of like gaslit and has been in an abusive relationship, you know, she stayed with him, not realizing like he's clearly unhinged. And later on they got married. Years later they had kids like that they didn't put up for adoption. And then the story fast forwards like 17 years, and they have an 11-year-old daughter and like a 6-year-old daughter. And at that point, their first daughter that they put up for adoption has just turned 18 years old, and she asked her parents, her adoptive parents, to give her her birth parents' information so she could reach out to them and connect. And that's where like the story continues. So they are reached out to by their, and this is like a real thing that happened. They get reached out to by her, and she comes, and in the
big ass vehicle.
Yeah. I watched a quick like YouTube documentary after the movie, and some of the
I can drift?
Huh? You can drift?
Yeah, with the circle.
Circle, yeah, and jump. Some of the story was like modified a little bit from the original, like for the purpose of the movie, but very little. But in the movie, the daughter, like trying to connect with them, moves in with them. I think in the original, like in the actual story, she only moved in like a little bit later, like not right away. But in the movie, she moves in with them, kind of just to get to know them and meet her sisters and stuff.
There must be. They're gonna add a multiplayer or something. Cause look, this is the second seed.
Oh yeah, maybe. But right away he's like already trying to say like when he's alone with the daughter, like her name's Katie, that's her like adopted name. He's trying to say like, oh, like your mom never wanted you, like she was too selfish. That's why she, you know, she put you up for adoption. Like I didn't want to, like lying to her and stuff. And obviously, like the wife and husband have had a really horrible relationship for 20 years. So she finally is like, you know what, this is like too much. Like I think I finally have the courage to divorce you. She stayed for a long time because one of their children was autistic, and like change really was bad for her because that's how it is for autistic kids. Like they don't do well with change. So she said she tried to make it work for like their kids, but like she's finally like, we're miserable. Like I'm so miserable. I think even if it's hard for our daughters, it would be better for them in the long run if we separate. So she finally decides to separate, and the dad tells me, he's like, see, she leaves people. And leaving me just like she left you when you were a baby. Right? So the mom's like, I'm gonna take the daughters with me, like we can do like a shared custody situation. And he's like, well, what about Katie? And she's like, well, she's an adult, she can do what she wants to do. And Katie, after him like feeding her those lies, she's like, I'm gonna stay with him, like I'm gonna stay with dad. She's like, all right. You know, you're always welcome in my home, like it's your home too, as far as I'm concerned. So then once Katie's alone with him, and it's just him and Katie living together, he slowly but surely says, he changes his looks, like changes the way he does his hair, and he's like gets her into drinking alcohol, and like treating her like she's an adult, and he slowly but surely starts a physical relationship with her. and seduces her. And the mom found out because their autistic daughter had written in her journal about it. And she was just like, he's Satan, and in the journal she's like, he tells us that Katie's not our sister anymore, she's our stepmom now, and like she's pregnant with his baby, like, and he's Satan. Does that make the baby the spawn of Satan or half demon? Like, what is that? And like the mom was like, what the hell is she talking about? She didn't know that they were together, right? So then she gets her kids out of there and calls, like, reports him for incest. And they leave state lines, they go to a different state, and because the daughter has a different last name than him, they find and the daughter's pregnant, they were able to legally get married and just claim that they were like, no, we're not related because she has a different last name.
That's stupid.
And so, but the mom was like reporting it, like, this is incest, you know, this is what they're doing, this is what he's saying, and they were like working on it. So like time passes, they said it was gonna take months to get through all the red tape because they keep saying. And finally, like after the baby's born, they finally were arrested, and the mom, like Petey, got released pretty quickly, but he was in there for a little bit before he was finally released. But while he was still in prison and she was out, she needed assistance because she had a baby and everything, and so she went back to her parents, and her parents went to the wedding too, of like her and her dad. And they said they were just resigned to it because
you notice that sign, Sam?
Determined.
I think someone might need help. I don't know, perhaps we could lend them a hand if we have time.
No.
And when we in turn need assistance, we can always build a sign of our own.
Okay.
No.
So, like you can see, they have the actual wedding photos that they posted online. Like, you can Google them and find them. And the parents are like, it's like very creepy to see like her parents, her mom and dad, and then his, like, her dad's mom in the photos, like, kind of smiling. So anyway, like, while he's been in prison, she went back to her parents, and they were like, this isn't right, like, you know, X, Y, and Z. And the original wife, like, her mom, had gone on TV because Katie wouldn't pick up her phone calls, and she was trying to reach out to her because it's still her daughter, you know? And she went on a TV interview and was like, everything he did to you, he did to me, like when I was a kid, and you know, I know how he is, but like, and they should, in the movie at least, I don't know if this is obviously dramatization, but they show in the movie, like, once they had their baby together, that he was doing the exact same thing he did with when she was a baby, where he's like putting in the cooler and like, you know, clearly an unfit for that.
The quick guy struck his area.
Like he never changed.
Yeah.
So, but in the movie, like once she sees that TV interview, she finds like cracks and like I shouldn't have done any of this. Like I was wrong. And so when she gets out of prison, she calls him, and he's like, oh,
fuck.
He's like, oh baby, like screw the world. We'll be together. They can't keep us apart. You know, whatever. And she's like, I don't think you should call me anymore. He's like, I think they're right. He's like, that's just your parents talking. I think they're right. We should be together. And he gets really pissed. And he went and followed her. And she was in the car with your dad. And he pulled up to them at a red light. And he killed them both. Her dad and her. And then he goes off by himself and then shoots himself. But I saw the documentary, like I said, after I watched the movie, like just a 20-minute like documentary on what happened. And apparently before he had gone and killed her dad and he killed himself, he had killed his infant son.
Bro.
Their baby. So he killed the baby, killed her and her dad, and then went and killed himself.
Oh, fucking little bitch.
The movie was called Father, Husband, Killer. Oh, yeah, I'm reading the chat now. He says, that's insane. And he kills her, saw that coming. I don't know how I'd feel about that. Then he said, there goes another security camera. And he said, said I had
No, yeah, that's so good.
he said I had a feeling that would happen, yeah. So fucking gross, huh? Everyone in the comments though was blaming the mom. They were like, you knew he's a piece of shit. And
Got them all, Devin. This should level me up a good amount with them.
You just don't quit.
This guy's annoying.
Yeah, so let's give his dialogue.
Things I never expected to receive. You bloody ripper.
Oh.
That's it.
Bloke like you should be able to
No
make good
weapon.
use of this data. Take a look. How are you doing for materials? Because I'm upping the amount you can use for fabrication. My way.
I'm never gonna be up here, so I'm gonna take all the material.
Yeah, Devin says that, bro, it wasn't the mom's fault. She was groomed and abused. That's my thing. I'm like, she was literally groomed from when she was 15 years old. Like, she doesn't know any other life.
Shit. It's chambered, but affects the same in this little fella. Matter of fact. So bear in mind.
Fuck this guy. This guy's the most annoying one, huh? You're fucking trash. You bloody fucking blinder.
Yeah, but everyone in the comments was like blaming the mom. They're like, she knew he was abusive and a piece of shit, and she stayed with him. Like, not only
Let me just get this time from him.
like after what he did to their first child that she put up for adoption, she should have left him. But she still married him and had 2 more kids with him. Like, yeah,
What's it called? Stockholm Syndrome?
it's not quite Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome is like when you're in, I think it's...
Oh, there's BTs here. I'm back. I'm turning around.
Stockholm Syndrome...
Yeah, there's BTs here.
They're very close now.
Stockholm Syndrome is typically only applied to people that, like, kidnap you, really. Or, like, are clearly abusers, like, and you know they're abusers from the get-go, but in an attempt to,
No one died.
like, your body's natural instinct...
They died for no reason.
That's weird. Your natural instinct when you're in a situation like that, like if you get kidnapped, is to, like, appease them so that you survive, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, do what they want and try and make them happy, and your brain can get kind of confused during that process of like fight or flight or fawn, and it ends up like seeking the approval of the person, wanting them to be, you know, it like gets it confused. This isn't that really. It's more like gaslighting and manipulation. Devin said it's always easy to push the blame in hindsight because we have the info now. And then Devin says Stockholm Syndrome. Yeah. No, for real, it's easy for a whole bunch of strangers on the internet to like judge what happened when they weren't even fucking there. And like the whole point and like what he did to her when she was 15 and what he did to Katie, like again, is like this is what manipulators and narcissists do. Is like they cut you off from the people in your life that could say, hey, this is wrong. Like the mom says later, like when she divorced him and left him and stuff, she's like, I should have listened to my parents. They were right about everything. So like when I was a kid, and he was just saying like, oh, they don't want us to be happy, or you know, they're against us. It felt like they were against me, but they were actually trying to do what's best. Anyway, I just thought that was a crazy ass story. It's crazy that shit like that actually happened.
Yep, see how much better this suit makes me?
Yeah, for real. It's a little wavy though.
Recovered everything then?
Yep.
Great. Let's get it
We're
delivered.
gonna have to wait, so it's not so bad.
is that the actual mom, like in real life, is pretty obese, and the girl that got to play her for the movie is like a hot Latina with big boobs.
What?
So I was like really surprised when I saw the documentary after. I'm like, this is the wife? Like, what is this?
You get a hot Latino with big boobs, a wife?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Thanks for coming, all. Sit tight while... Would you look at all this? Thank you so much. Where on earth did you find this?
That says I need a
It's only
BBL
right on
IRL.
what the hard yakka you put in. Take this
And then he said
data
if
with
only
my
that was the
compliments.
case. Chill out, dude.
That's what I wanted.
He's trying to bury himself.
I'm going to increase your material allocation.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Good morning, my baby boy. Papa loves you. Baby boy, get off me. Get off me, dude.
I've succeeded in... Give yourself a pat on the back,
Devin says, why skip?
Why skip what?
Why'd you skip the dialogue?
Oh, because we don't like this guy.
He's annoying. He wants to bury himself.
Do you want to bury yourself, my little baby boy?
I know what you want.
Mama knows what you want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Will you tell me what you want, what you... Oh. Bitch. I think I'll come back here, so I'm gonna take some ceramic. I think it's... You know what he wanted.
I knew because like he had gone to like where the pillow was. I was like,
He's like, so are you gonna give me a bed or what? I'll put that in there. And I also need ceramics. I'm out of here. I'm blowing this. I'm off this joint. Let's blow this joint. What do you think?
I'm trying to tell you what. So this is like can't even see. Like look how big her.
Look, those things aren't big. What are you talking about?
Those are huge. Those are big old boobies.
No, they're not. They're not even emphasizing it. I thought they were like gonna be like, oh my god, like really like emphasizing her tits, like or like some girl, some Latino with big titties. Those just,
But like they're like those are some.
they're
big
just
boobs.
those are just tits.
No, those are big boobs. And then look, this like compare it.
No one's even looking at that though.
Compare it to what the mom actually looks like.
God damn it, I was ugly. Yeah, but no fucking, no one's gonna watch a show with someone ugly that. Let me see how the dad look like. Is that him? No. He looks like a fucking bad guy.
Yeah, that's like, she's a big chick, huh? Like, yeah, that's him in his mugshot.
He looks like a fucking bad guy.
Yeah, that was him when he was like... Here, look. He doesn't look so bad, like not in the mugshot, but like right here.
He still looks creepy.
Oh man, what does he look like? What's his name? So, his name...
He's not a screenshot. Take a screenshot. It's not a Devin.
No, you can just look it up. So his name is Anthony Pladl. Pladl.
That was his name before he killed himself like a little bitch.
For real. Like she's a... Yeah.
That's his daughter?
No, that's the wife. I'll show you the daughter. The daughter was a cheerleader in high school. Yeah, like she, you know. This is the daughter.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
She was cute.
Yeah. Like. There was like her and the dad together. Pladl. Like Pladel, kind of. Oh, here's their here's their wedding photos. Here, 1 second.
Reporting for duty.
Tell you when the other. They got like married by a lake, and you can see there. He looks like he's gonna kill me. Yeah, see, you can see how heavily pregnant she is when they got married.
Jeez. What's that?
Okay, Sam, heads up. Ouch.
Apparently part of why she also stayed with him so long is that he said if she left him, like the original wife, that he would kill himself violently and videotape it and leave it for her and the kids to see. So she's like, alright.
Just don't watch it. Fucking idiot, dude.
Or maybe like leave his body out, you know, like in their home for like them to come home to her, you know. Devin said, yeah, throw it in the trash.
I'm gonna do something and record it and make you watch it. No. You're dead. You can't make me watch anything.
Poor baby that died, huh?
Yeah.
Baby did nothing wrong. Where's the delete button, says Devin?
Pretty much.
So this is his mom, and then that's both of her parents at the wedding.
The parents are the issue too. They could have done something.
Yeah, everyone's like, someone put, all the adults in the story are enablers. No adult should have attended that disgusting wedding. All are mentally sick for smiling in the photos and for bearing witness to the vomit-inducing wedding. The biological mother should have contacted local insane asylum and had her daughter committed, and the keys thrown permanently away. This story made me sick to my stomach. Someone said that and they said that so-called father is a demon. May he rest in piss. Anyway, that's today's long story for no reason for you guys. While we're all just chilling, trying to enjoy our lives. Sorry.
I think this is the end of it.
Do you find it weird when I tell stories like this, Devin, or do you find it interesting? I don't have to tell them. I think this is better than last time. Sorry, Devin. I know I find them interesting, but that doesn't mean that everybody else does. not. I don't mind. My mom loves true crime all day, so. Yeah, I listen to a decent amount of true crime, but this one's like pretty.
I stopped listening to it for a while. I used to watch it a lot. I stopped because it was depressing.
I stopped listening to so much with kids. The kids ones really mess me up. I can't listen to the like child abuse and like I listened to one time where they found when they eventually first of all the child was like missing for quite some time, and the parents were like in the media like begging for somebody to return their child and like getting all this public support, people like donating money to them and shit. And then once they finally did find the child's body, it was clear that they were malnourished, like not fed, and they could tell from their bones that they'd been broken and prepared themselves for years. Like they'd been breaking the child's bones, like the child like not getting medical treatment, and then the child's bones like fused together like wrong. Like that's so fucking gross.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it's depressing. Yeah, and I think the child finally just died from something random, and they freaked out and like got rid of the body, and then the child was kidnapped. And people never get harsh enough punishment, you know? It really pisses me off when like somebody does get like in a story, they're like, oh, they went to prison, and then 2 years later they died of cancer. It's like, what kind of punishment is that?
You very rarely get the punishment they deserve.
Never. I only heard one. It was the other day, and the guy got sent to prison for a long time, and then he got really beat the fuck up in prison, and then he eventually died from one of the other prisoners. I'm like, thank God. Took out the trash. But especially some other countries. Some countries have some really lax laws on like punishments compared to the US.
Unfortunately.
Like there was one story, and this is a very famous story in Austria, where a really abusive dad built, and it was around like there was some sort of war happening. I think it was, I don't know if it was World War II or what, but there was a war happening, and it was very common to build like a bomb shelter in your basement at the time.
Yeah.
So he used that excuse that like he was building a bomb shelter to like get the permits and stuff to build out his basement, and he kidnapped his 18-year-old daughter, made her write a note saying that she was running away to be in a cult.
Oh yeah, I think she kept her for years.
He kept her for 20 years. She had 7 children for him. And every time she had another child, he would only let her keep it for a while. And then he would drop it off on their doorstep with his actual wife and say like, he would make her leave a note saying like, I'm leaving this child in your care. And I think he was only sentenced.
The wife was stupid.
The wife, and everyone...
everyone thinks the wife was part of it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I saw somebody who commented saying that they're from Austria and they went to law school, and they spoke to somebody that was like, their professor was talking about this case, and they were like, clearly the wife had to have known that something was up, but that it's apparently a cultural norm in Austria to like mind your own business. And so they're like, the wife probably knew she was just like minding her own business and like not getting involved.
That's stupid.
Yeah. But literally, so when they found him obviously, and like it all got brought out to the open, and he was sentenced to the maximum for this crime in Austria, which was 17 years. He had her captive for 20. He was supposed to be in prison less than she was in captivity for. That's insane. And of course he died before he lived out the 7th, you know?
It always goes like that. They never suffer.
I know. That says there was this one case where there was this kid with dwarfism that was adopted by a family. I don't remember what led to it, but her family became convinced she was an adult. She acted like a psycho. The daughter had pubic hair, which made the mom really mad and abusive to her at 3. He said she was 27 bone age and was forced to live on for years. That sounds really similar to that TV show that was made recently with, what's her name?
Right.
Super who's Meredith from Grey's Anatomy. People were really criticizing this show because it apparently is like the actual case that occurred. The parents completely lied about what actually happened, and the lie is what the show was made into the show, as if it was the truth. But in actuality, they like actually were abusive kind of towards the daughter.
Yeah.
And so people are like, why are you publishing the lie as if it's what really happened? And it's not.
You got issues.
That show was called Good American Family. Is that the story you're talking about, Devin? Look that up. It was like all a lie. The mom was really abusive to her. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's what you're thinking of, Devin. Here, I'll play the trailer for you. Or like a clip from it.
Good mythical morning.
Found some of our missing stuff, did you?
Oh, he says... No, it was the curious case of Natalia Grace.
Thank you for your help.
Order completed. Well done.
Natalia Grace.
Yeah, it's the same one, Devin.
The BT's here? Yup.
We sure would love that if you'll have us. It's a tragedy, really. We were her second adopted family.
Did mama wake you up?
So yeah, that he said I saw a different one of the same case. No, this is a brand new show. It came out, like it just came out not that long ago. Yeah, it came out this year. 8 episodes. It's like a limited series or whatever. It's on Hulu. It says, yeah, the description is a Midwestern couple who adopts what they believe is a little girl with dwarfism as they begin to raise her alongside their 3 biological children, falling into a battle fraught with tabloids, the courtroom, and ultimately their marriage. Yeah, he saw with your mom. Of course, your mom likes true crime. Bro, look at him.
You know, the water. I got it. Do you need water, Loki?
The father has issues. I haven't seen the show. I just saw the trailer for it, and I saw people in the comments pissed that, like, the story that they ran is... I don't know. I didn't watch it, so I don't know enough to, like, know what they were
I know, baby. 1 second.
Order accepted.
Let me try and look it up.
Thank you.
Let me see if I can figure out what...
Look at him. He's like, bro, you gonna give me water or what? Dude, our dog... Baby, tell him what our dog does.
So when Loki wants water, he goes over to his water bowl, and even though he can see there's no water in it, he sticks his head in it so that his collar, like his dog tag, clangs against the side of the bowl and makes a noise. So you look over at him, and then when you look over at him, he just stares at you, like by. Yeah, like it does that. It dries out really quick when it's empty. So yeah, he just stares at you until you get up and get him water. The dog wants water. Yeah.
Give me some water. In Australia.
Yeah, see, this one says, I think anyone who's seen the docuseries featuring Natalia Grace herself would call this new series extremely distasteful. The traumatization uses the victim's real name and portrays her as some kind of evil. Natalia Grace suffered horrors at the hands of that family as a child, and this new series doesn't do the true story any justice whatsoever. It's an interesting show, but they should never have used Natalia Grace's name and attempted an adult actress's to like bear her likeness. Yeah, they used an actual adult actress who just happens to look very young and small to act out as Natalia Grace. Like, they did not have a child or somebody with dwarfism acted out. So, like, it makes it even more convincing, I guess. Even I've only seen the trailers. When they're like, I think she's not a child. Like, I think she's an adult. You're, like, looking at her and you're like, yeah, she looks like an adult. Yeah, someone said, I agree. If they were going to present a fictionalized version, like if they're going to make up a story about it, they should have used a fictitious name to avoid anyone thinking this is the real story. I was surprised by that myself. I've only seen the trailers, but I won't watch the series.
Whoa. You knew what it is. You want one?
The actress who plays the child is 27 years old.
Okay. Alright, we're actually doing a main mission for once.
That one says, what is the real story? You know, I'm not really sure. Let me see.
Dude, chill out. You heard him gulp? You want it? Look at him. Do you want it? Maybe you're supposed to look at him.
He's licking his lips.
Do you want it? You want it? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I give you more than I got.
Why'd you do that?
I'm a good esposo. Oh shit, I almost crashed down, but I didn't. Put your headphone on. I almost crashed down, but I didn't. Cause I'm a good driver, dude. I know you got this misconceived notion of that me being a bad driver, but from Michaela, but I'm not, dude. You're excused.
But it's okay, there are no people to hit.
The audacity. I think this bridge got fucking destroyed. Why the fuck are you building a bridge here? Oh, we didn't go across.
So here's what the supposed real story is, Devin. Natalia was adopted by the Barnetts in 2010. Over the next couple of years, the family would accuse Natalia, whom they believed to be 6 years old at the time of adoption, of lying about her age. They also accused her of bringing a knife to their bedroom as they slept and trying to kill Christine by poisoning her coffee and attempting to push her into an electrified fence. After having her, quote, re-aged from 8 years old to 22 years old by the Indiana court, they left Natalia to live alone in an apartment, after which they moved to Canada to pursue their son Jacob's education and cut off contact with her. I didn't understand why I was alone, Natalia told People in January. I just knew I had this instinct in me to push and survive. All I was told was, you're 22 now. Whenever somebody asks you what your age is, you say you're 22 and you tried to murder your family. I was taught to lie. While living alone in the apartment, Natalia made a friend with a neighbor, Cynthia Mann, who soon invited her to move into the home she shared with her husband, a pastor, Antoine. and their 10 kids. Jesus. Over the next several years, the Manses worked to gain guardianship of Natalia, though that also required them to petition the courts to vacate the previous age change order. It took years, a DNA analysis, and several medical tests for Natalia's birth date to be changed from 1989 back to 2003. In 2023, the Manses officially adopted Natalia, who told People that living with the family helped her learn how to be a mother as she helped care for the other children. By this point, Natalia's story had exploded due to the investigation, Discovery, Curious Case of Natalia Grace documentary, which also aired on Max. Season 2 allowed Natalia to publicly counter the allegations made by the Barnetts. It also highlighted the DNA test proved Natalia was 22 years old at the time of testing, and thus a child when the Barnetts sent her to live alone. I feel like I have to defend myself and be like, do I look like somebody that could push someone twice my size into a fence? Do I look like I could even grip a knife? Natalia told People, referring to how her dwarfism impacted her physically. I feel like I was brainwashed by the Barnetts. Christine coached me to lie about my age and say I tried to murder my parents. Why would you do that to your child? Season 2.
Motherfuckers.
Oh. Season 2, however, ended on a distressing note when Natalia's new adopted parents, Antoine and Cynthia Mans, told the producers that Natalia had become the enemy of the house. He added, "She said to us that we have her held hostage. We're done with her." And in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, ID President Jason Sarlanis said, "We genuinely thought Natalia had found a happy ending with her new family, so you can imagine we were all thoroughly shocked with what came from the man." As depicted in Season 3, which drops in January, Natalia's relationship with the Manses soured due to the relationship she forged via social media with a UK man named Neil, who told Natalia the family was exploiting her financially. The series also speaks to neighbors who claim they saw the Manses physically abusing Natalia. In the final days of 2023, she absconded from the Manses during an evening church service when the family had moved. She fled the church, got onto a van bound for the airport. With her is Nicole DePaul, who previously attempted to adopt her. The escape plan was hatched with the help of Neil, the man that she'd met in the UK.
Fuck. Oh, damn it.
Anyway, it continues. Yeah, it's just not sure, like, the original family who adopted her, the Barnetts, got divorced. I don't know. That was just how they got her results.
Huh?
That was just how they got her results and stuff. I don't know, the whole thing's weird, because, like, the Barnetts are clearly are in the wrong to some degree because they were able to later prove that she wasn't an adult, she was a child, and they put her in an apartment to live alone when she was like 8. Crazy. But also her second adoptive family said that she was crazy too. So like, I don't fucking know.
I'm trying to avoid the BTs as much as I can.
At least she escaped. Possibly. Who knows? At this point, she's like so famous that like it seems like people are exploiting her potentially. He thinks he still has food for him. We have no food for you. This is empty.
What happened to him? He's trying to go for it. He's a little down.
Maybe there's 2 sides for every, I mean, there's technically 3 sides to every story, Devin. There's Natalia's side, the parents, the Barnett side, and then the truth. And like, same thing with her second family. We'll never know what really happened with any of them.
What the fuck is a Rainbow Valley?
It's also very possible that like she really was doing nothing wrong with her first family, but because of all the manipulation and chaos, it really like fucked her up, and then she was like a crazy person who needed a bunch of therapy by the time her second family got involved. totally possible. Hey, can you just pull a shit ton of stuff now?
Yep.
That's great.
Well, it's great if I can actually navigate through the area.
Yeah, but it looks like it's pretty difficult. Great.
Like what's this fucking rock stopping me from moving?
A lot of rock. That was the car also has damage.
Yeah, it's got timefall damage.
Where are you going, son?
The trees.
Hold on a minute. Are you Sam? And does this mean the drawbridge has finally come to the valley? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you could make it. It's an honor to welcome you here.
Why the fuck is this guy got a cowboy hat?
They have farms in Australia.
Oh.
Most of the lamb for the world comes from Australia.
I almost can't believe how good this looks. Thank you so much.
Help us bring Australia into the network. Complete episode 3. Oh, that's a little spoiler.
Of all the things you could have brought us, we'll be hoping to see the next step involves the Cupid, yeah? Okay then, let's do this.
Devin said, I thought we were about to have the first American.
Yeah, right. We're in Australia.
No, that's not true. There was somebody that had no accent, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Who was it?
The musician.
The musician, yeah, that Asian guy had no accent.
He's up there. He's right there. At the bottom of the screen.
No accent, Devin. Well, I mean, he's got an accent, just not in Australia way.
Tar cannon. Used for extinguishing fires.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Alert you to enemies attacking from blind spots. That's dope. I'm a master transporter level 2, baby. I got 6 Legends of Legends.
The connection looks strong and steady to me.
Yeah.
That cargo you brought along is going to make a world of difference, too. It'll allow us to proceed with our terraforming initiative. Hopefully, no more towns will have to suffer the fate of the one down
Is he
below
American?
us.
I can't tell.
Oh, we've shared our tar cannon data with everyone, by the way. I
Right.
suspect you'll find it useful in your own work.
Maybe?
Try it out. See if it suits
They're
your
like, oh, Mexican. I brought everyone for this fool. Like they add one word at the end to make it sound like it's fucking.
Yeah, Mexican.
Thanks for everything, Sam. You and Drawbridge have helped ensure that these lands will one day be filled with life again.
This land is my
In
land.
particular, that comrade of yours has performed absolute miracles for us.
What
If
comrade?
you're looking to link up with them, you'll find them in the ravine on the other side of the river, directly opposite this shelter.
What comrade?
Make a visit anytime.
Right. Time to meet up with our comrade. Let's see. They should be around here somewhere.
Yeah, I think this would be a good one for them.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery
I'm gonna make a shotgun real quick because I feel like I'm gonna have to fucking fight.
He said my land equals manifest destiny equals American. True. We didn't colonize, Devin. We conquered.
Rendezvous with your comrades. We're at the DH. Oh, so yeah. Before I do that, I'm gonna put my vehicle. Actually, I have my vehicle.
Seven says we are colonizing and conquering Australia right now. For real. Like true Americans.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Why would he go that way?
Uh-oh. Give me my vehicle. My vehicle's gone.
It died. Oh!
My head. I could try to leave it to before you there. Nothing seems to be. Don't stop. Who the fuck is this?
Oh, little Asian baddie. Oh! Can she reverse time fall? Evan says, there goes your loot.
Oh, a bird is dying.
She can save it. She reverses time fall.
Oh! Maybe that's why Fragile has a skin back.
Maybe.
Nothing's worrying me.
Think I spooked her? I really couldn't say. I certainly haven't ever seen her dance like that before.
Such a good song. Oh.
Yeah, I know you listen to it quite a bit.
Go on,
That was a dope scene.
That was nice. In my car here? Oh, it's still there. Gosh.
Let's see what the deal is with this girl. She kind of looked pregnant for a millisecond.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Like, just when she bent over, I thought I saw belly.
I thought I saw it too.
Oh. Is it clean water or regular water? Like timefall water.
It's gotta be regular. It's gotta be a greenhouse.
Yeah.
Timefall water is the shortest.
He said, you spooked standing there like...
For real. Oh. Oh. Got eaten up.
Trap type of plant. It's a cool raincoat. I'm into it. I would get a replica.
Parrots. She is pregnant.
She just ignore you?
Thanks for coming, Sam. I'm sorry about just now. Didn't know who you were at first.
She's got an Australian accent, huh?
You too, little man.
You had some kind of a trick for dealing with timefall.
Rainy, it's been too long.
Fragile.
Can't wait to see you again.
What are we waiting for, Sam? Let's head to the DHV Magellan.
Who smashed you?
She looks happy about it.
What was not us?
Excuse me.
Baby, he need that. He I was gonna say Devin, but Devin's not. It's not Devin. Our boy needs to
You
smash.
lost your excuse.
Our boy needs to smash. He's depressed.
Do you or do you not identify with your character?
Baby, our boy's depressed. He lost Lou.
Devin said you have a car waiting for her outside.
For real.
Raja. Hi.
Hi. Nice to meet the old-fashioned way. Carograms are great, but nothing beats a hug.
Get off the table.
Well, I'm sure you already know.
Devin says fragile.
This is Rainy. She's a good friend of the cause.
It really is a pleasure to meet you, Sam.
Nice to meet you too.
Glad to see you in good health.
And it's so good to see you all again.
Dude, why are you pregnant, bro? Who smashed? Who's the father? Higgs?
None of your business.
I need to know.
Fucking nosy. Why can't a girl just be pregnant?
Fucking whore.
Excuse you. Devin says it's probably a timefall baby.
See?
With a BB. Oh.
You need to go potty. You just went potty, baby.
And pregnant her with a BB.
You just went potty, babe.
He probably has to go poo soon.
You gotta go poo poo.
He's like, oh.
You gotta go poo poo, baby.
Sam, Charlie here. You may now undertake your next assignment. You can find the relevant main order by accessing the delivery terminal in Rainbow Valley.
Unplayable.
Get off me. Oh, let's stop here. Michaela's really tired. I'm sure you're tired. Because you've been yawning non-stop and your eyes are super watery.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. You're tired, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's stop here today, Devin. We played a good amount. I want to play more, but Michaela's tired, so it's okay to stop. We played 3 hours. It's a long time. Good.
You put, yeah, I see.
Damn it. Access to that room is restricted, Sam. It's undergoing renovations. And there's chiral contamination as well. So don't go in. Is that clear?
Sus. Oh!
God damn, Devin. Alright, my boy. We'll see you tomorrow, Devin. Get some sleep. Get some good food in you tomorrow. Have a good day tomorrow. Hang out with your homies. Or by yourself, you know, whatever.
Happy Friday, since it's already Friday for you, Devin. Happy Friday.
We'll see you tomorrow, my boy. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye, Devin. Get some sleep. Zzz, big Z's. Big sads. Big Z's.
Z's in the chat.
Big sads. Peace.
Peace.